Welcome to HDiiTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Top 51 NFL free agents of the 2023 season going into the 2024 season, which is next year. All right. You got Lamar Jackson, Roquansmith, Geno Smith, and those are the top free agents so far. The list of NFL quarterbacks headed for free agency in 2023 is long. The list of wide receivers, offensive linemen, and cornerbacks is short. In general, this is a shallow crop of free agents at the top, but plenty of starters will hit the open market. Excuse me. I can't remember there ever being such a small gap between number 10 on the board and number 50. Much will change between now and March. Three of the players that are ranked in the top 30, Elgton Jenkins, Jack Conklin, and J.J. Watt, were re-signed or announced plans to retire in the last week alone. Expect a lot of movement as the regular season winds down. In the meantime, here are the 51 players that are listed by what's his name? Greg Rosenthal. Greg Rosenthal from NFL Network. This is his list. Number 1 is Lamar Jackson. There is absolutely no reason to believe the Ravens will let Jackson sniff the open market, but it's fun for other teams to dream. Number 2 is Roquan Smith. Jackson's contract situation puts greater pressure on the Ravens to sign Smith before free agency. A great player in Chicago over the previous 4 seasons, the do-it-all linebacker has gone to another level in Baltimore since being traded there. Number 3 is Geno Smith. While Geno's play has leveled off following his hot start to 2022, it's only declined to the level of league average starting quarterback who can't overcome poor surroundings. Pro Bowl quarterbacks with quality years left don't come available often. Jason Hargrave, which is Philadelphia Eagles defensive tackle. His age is 30. Geno's 32, Roquan's 26, and Lamar's 26. So, just wanted to give you their age. Hargrave for the Eagles, undervalued in free agency in 2020 when he signed the 3-year, $39 million deal with the Eagles. Hargrave could get bigger money this time after back-to-back monster seasons, 17.5 sacks combined. Number 5 is Orlando Brown. Offensive tackle, age 27. He could be a left tackle, his best position, but above average starter with great physical traits will get paid. Even if Chief fans haven't always loved Brown, Kansas City offered Brown, who has played this season on the franchise tag, a big contract last offseason, and figures to do the same again. Tom Brady's ranked number 6, quarterback, age 46. For most of this season, Brady has played like a guy who would still excel if surrounded by the right coaching and pieces. The stretch run, 7 TDs to INT ratio since week 13 has been cause for concern. Now, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, who's the safety for the Eagles, he's ranked 7, age 25. NFL general managers won't value an undersized slot corner / safety as highly as anybody else would, but Gardner-Johnson, eligible to return in week 17 after going to injured reserve with a lacerated kidney suffered in week 12, is a dog who is perfect for any secondary in this era. James Bradbury, number 8 for Philadelphia Eagles, cornerback, he's 30. Available for too long after being released by the Giants last offseason. Bradbury signed a prove-it deal with the Eagles. He proved in Philadelphia that he's a top-shelf corner when on his game. Now, Saquon Barkley, he's a free agent. Okay, Darren Payne, who's a Washington Commanders defensive tackle. He was good this year. Jesse Bates, safety for the Bengals. He's 26. Darren Payne is 26. And Saquon is 26. Odell Beckham, he's 30. And remember, he had 2 ACL tears, suffered since 2020. So we'll see what he does this year. I believe he'll get signed this season coming up. Mike McGlinchey, who's offensive tackle for the Niners. He's good. He's good as a he's good. Of course, he's a veteran who's performed for 4,300 snaps since being drafted 9th overall in 2018. So 2018, yeah. And he's played right tackle. So the guy's durable and he's a tough guy. So guys like Tampa Bay, the Bucks, and other teams could really use him. Daniel Jones, he showed that he plays efficient football when put in the right position. He could come back to the Giants, but we don't know. Draymond Jones, defensive tackle, and Daniel Jones is 26, by the way. McGlinchey is 28. Now, Draymond Jones, who's the Denver Broncos D tackle, is 26. He suffered a hip injury that sent him to injured reserve, but before he did go, he was top 20 in pressures among defensive tackles last year. Juju Smith-Schuster, wide receiver for the Chiefs, he's 26. Production as a possession receiver who runs physical after catch. So I think that he would be a good fit for anybody. I could see the Chiefs bringing him back. So I could see him coming back. Jamel Dean, cornerback for the Bucks. Jamel Dean, to me, he's not that good. He's terrible in coverage. But hey, go get your money. He's a cornerback. He's 26. He'll be good as a third or fourth corner, a nickel or dime corner. I think he'll be better at. I don't think he's a good left or right corner, but he'll be good in the slot. Jacoby Myers, who's 26. He's a solid number 2 receiver. He's perfect for the number 3, and he can win the inside and outside crisp routes. He could fit any offense. His thing is health. Zach Allen, the D lineman for the Cardinals, he did pretty good. So I think he'll be good. He's 26. Jacoby's 26. Dean is 26. Tony Pollard, now this is going to be tough because he's 26 and he's a running back for the Cowboys. Josh Jacobs for the Raiders. Marcus Davenport, who's an edge rusher for the Saints. Evan Ingram, tight end for the Jags. Jordan Poyer for the Bills. David Long, linebacker for the Titans. He's 26. Poyer's 32. Ingram is 28. Davenport is 26. David Long, linebacker for the Titans. He's 26. Jimmy Garoppolo. He had a big foot injury, but if he comes back, he could play for a team and be a solid quarterback. He's 31. Cameron Sutton, Pittsburgh Steelers, cornerback, age 28. Levante David, age 33 for the Bucks. Dalton Schultz for the Cowboys, he's 27. Dalvin Tomlinson, age 29, defensive end for the Vikings. Yannick Ngakoue, 28, edge rusher for the Colts. Mike Gesicki, tight end, age 27. He played for the Dolphins. DJ Chark, 26. Lions, receiver. Byron Murphy, cornerback for the Cardinals. He's age 25. Brandon Graham, age 35, edge rusher for the Eagles. Tremaine Edmonds, 25 years old, Buffalo Bills linebacker. He's 25. Ben Powers, Baltimore Ravens offensive guard. He had a lot of consistency this year. He's 26. Poona Ford, defensive tackle for the Seahawks, age 27. He's really not a 3-4 scheme guy. I think he'll be better at the 4-3. Nate Davis, offensive guard for the Tennessee Titans, age 26. He was the most reliable lineman, and he could fit in any starting job. Dalton Risner, offensive guard, age 28 for the Broncos. Rock Ya-Sin, Las Vegas Raiders cornerback. He was traded from the Colts to the Raiders in exchange for Ngakoue and Yasik, held by a team that likes to play press man coverage. Miles Sanders, running back for the Eagles, he's 26. Von Bell, safety for the Bengals. Caleb McGarry, Atlanta Falcons offensive tackle. Very good in the running game. Drew Tranquill, Los Angeles Chargers linebacker. Yeah, he's an every down player. He can excel in coverage and as a blitzer. Aiden Key, Jacksonville Jaguars edge rusher. So when Trayvon Walker went down, the first pick overall, he stepped in and they've been awesome the past 4 or 5 weeks. He's helped that defense pass rush. Patrick Peterson, he's done a great job, albeit the defense has been torched, but he's been a solid piece. He can play to me in any team. Melvin Ingram for the Dolphins. You know, so to me, his problem is fumbling the ball. I mean, no, that's the other Ingram. Melvin Ingram, he's good at the edge rusher. You know, when a team doesn't want him, he balls out. He goes off script sometimes, but he's worth it. Isaac Samalu, offensive guard for Philly. Jadeveon Clowney, edge rusher. He gets pressure. You know, he's okay. I mean, he's a serviceable end, but I wouldn't make him your top starting end. And then you got Mike White. Like I said, Mike White could get picked up by somebody. If he stayed healthy, he would have been fine. So that's the list of top free agents. To me, man, it's gonna be an interesting year. So let me know in the comment section who you like and who you don't like. I don't believe Lamar Jackson is going nowhere. I believe he's going to get franchise tag. I believe Roquansmith is going to get paid his money. He's going to get paid his big money from the Ravens because, you know, the Ravens specialize in defense. The Ravens love defense. You know, that's their MO. You know, that's what they're going to stick to. You know. So, middle linebacker is their tree. You had Ray Lewis, and who better to fit after him? Well, Roquansmith. Now, Geno Smith, what worries me is, like I said, since college, he'll start off great and then he'll tailor off. But I think if he gets with the right team, with a solid running game, later in the year, I believe he can get better. Hargrave for the Eagles, I don't believe they're going to let him go. I believe they're going to try to bring him back, because Fletcher Cox is getting there long in the tooth, and they're going to need a guy to step in his place. And Tom Brady already said, I believe he might go to the Raiders, because McDaniels is there. Saquon, I believe, will go back to the Giants. I believe they'll let Daniel go, and they'll keep him. But if they keep Daniel and let Saquon Barkley go, if I'm Tampa Bay, I'll go get him, because I think he'll be great for that team to bounce back after Brady leaves. Odell Beckham, I believe he'll be a good pickup. He'll be a good number 3 or 4 receiver wherever he goes. Let's see. Daniel Jones, I could see Daniel Jones going to the Bucks or going to the Titans, not the Titans, but the Bucks, or going to the Texans. He could go to the Texans. There's plenty of teams that will want him. He's pretty good if you put him in the right system. I think he'll be fine. But if you try to make him the focal point of your offense, you're not going to win that many games. Juju will be a good slot receiver. I think he's going to wait to see where the quarterbacks go, and then he'll make his move. You know, or he might go back to Kansas City. We don't know. Dean will be good for a team who needs a nickel or dime backer. Jacoby will be good too. I could see the Chiefs going after Jacoby, or shoot, I could see the Ravens going after him. If I'm the Ravens, I go after Jacoby Myers. I'll go after Jacoby Myers. And also, if I'm the Ravens, I'll try to go after Saquon as well, or I'll go after Josh or Tony Pollard. It's a lot of talent that's out here. Evan Ingram could be a good piece. He's been balling for the Jaguars. I think they might bring him back. So, if I'm the Jaguars, I bring him back. He's a great safety net for Trevor Lawrence. Josh Jacobs, I believe, is going to stay in Oakland. I don't Las Vegas. I call them Oakland still, so I don't care what y'all say. It's Oakland to me. And I think they'll be fine. Jimmy G. I could see Jimmy G going to the Jets. He'll be a good fill-in. If they don't get Lamar, I could see him going to the Jets. Jordan Poyer for the Bills. He's a good safety. I could see him going. I could see him shoot. If not staying in Buffalo, he could go to the Chiefs, go to the Ravens. He can go anywhere. I would love to see him in Tampa. I think Tampa ought to get him. He'll be a good safety on the back end because Antoine Winfield Jr. can't stay healthy. Sutton is pretty good for the Steelers. Levante David is older. You will want him as a rotational linebacker in this age of his career because he's not the same. Dalton Schultz, I think will be good for anybody. He's pretty good. Like seriously, pretty good guy. Can run routes. Yannick Ngakoue is a good pass rusher. So he'll fit a 4-3 defense in my opinion the best. He could play that wide 9 position perfectly, but Tremaine Edmonds is the big name I'm looking at middle linebacker. If I'm the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I'll go get Tremaine Edmonds to solidify that middle because that dude is a dog. I mean, he's a dog. He's a big dude. I think he's about 6'4", 6'5". He's stature. He stands in the middle of your defense. He can make plays, and he has energy. He's always around the ball. So that's a name I'm looking at. I think Ben Powers stays with the Ravens as a guard. Miles Sanders is going to be, watch where he goes. That'll be a good look to see where he goes. Ravens I could see getting him as well, or the Bucks, or other teams by the way. I could see the Titans bringing him in to help with King Henry, take the load off of him. It's a lot. So, But that's what I got for the free agents. I could see Geno Smith. Geno Smith could get picked up. I think the Bucks, if I'm the Bucks, I'll try to go get him. In case they don't get nobody. But who knows? We'll see what he does. Mike White is up there. I think he'll get a chance to get at a job after he came in and did his thing for the Jets. Or the Jets may keep him. We don't know. We just don't know. Von Bell at safety's pretty good. He could guard your tight ends and do everything like that. And he could play the run. So, like I said, everybody's out there. It's going to be a good year. DJ Chark will be good as a one. I think the Ravens ought to try to go after him. Gesicki, he's going to be good. Let's see. That's all I got right now. Let me know of all the names I said that you think will be the best fit they can go to. Or where do you feel they'll be great at? Let me know. Thank you for listening. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this. Hit the notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. And if you guys love what you hear, you can donate to the page by going to my description box, hitting the link to my Cash App to donate whatever your heart's desire. And when we go live or premiere video, you guys can super chat. And if you guys make it at the end of the video, you guys can you guys can leave a super thanks, man, and keep supporting the page, man. Thank y'all for y'all blessings and love. Happy New Year. We're already starting off doing work. I'm already getting hit with a copyright claim. I'm already getting hate on. Year ain't even start yet. So that means we're doing something good if we're getting hit with those things. So thank y'all for listening, man. We out. Deezy.